geometric pattern on the back with a metallic sheen and completely smooth finish. We quite like the blue-green jewel-toned look of our crystal green review unit, which is distinct without being garish. Despite its glossy look, the Realme 5 Pro is very easy to grip. The rounded sides and curved back panel make it fit comfortably in a palm. We didn't have any trouble using it even with one hand. There's a big 6.3-inch LCD screen on the front with a water drop notch for the front camera. The chin is fairly prominent, but the rest of the borders are narrow and modern looking. The power and volume buttons are on opposite sides of the phone and are all within easy reach. On the left, you'll find a tray with individual slots for 2 nano SIMs and a micro SD card. There's a USB Type-C port on the bottom, along with a 3.5mm audio socket and a single speaker. The phone also has face recognition, which works well. The default setting allows the phone to unlock itself even if your eyes are closed. Fingerprints and face recognition can be used to unlock not only the phone but also individual apps and a private safe which lets you store documents and photos away from prying eyes. The UI has an app drawer, so all icons aren't strewn around on the home screens. To the left of the first home screen is a Smart Assistant page where you can get sports scores, track orders from online shops, and keep track of upcoming flights, among other things. You can long press the phone's power button to call up Google Assistant and launch apps with gestures on screen when the phone is in standby. Overall, the software and usage experience of the Realme 5 Pro are quite polished, and we do like the direction that Realme has taken. Handling and usage were easy, including when multitasking between heavy apps. The screen can get quite bright and is easy to use outdoors. Video content looked good with decent colors and sharpness. The single speaker can get quite loud and voices are still clear at high volume. The Realme 5 Pro has a quad rear camera setup. The main rear camera has a 48-megapixel Sony IMX586 sensor with an f1.79 aperture. Next, there's an 8-megapixel wide-angle camera with an f2.25 aperture, a 2-megapixel macro camera, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. The front camera has a 16-megapixel sensor and f2 aperture. Shots taken in the daytime with the primary camera were quite sharp and the color balance was good. The Realme 5 Pro was quick to lock focus and we didn't have any trouble with usability. We liked its results in terms of fine detail in the foreground as well